What's up, guys? How's it going? It's Matt here coming at you with a video regarding concealed carry. So this is going to be the 8 don'ts of concealed carry. Alright, so here they are. Okay, guys, so I see this a lot, especially with some newer concealed carriers. You know, they can run into some issues, they're having some issues, and they're looking for some tips. So I'm going to try to help you out where I can, guys. You know, keep in mind, I've been carrying a concealed firearm for about 11 years, alright? So consistently for about 11 years, alright? So I've picked up all these tips along the ways, and I've learned my lessons along the way. So I just want to fill you in with this, alright? So first I'm going to start with the first one, guys. Don't advertise, alright? Do not advertise that you're carrying a firearm. What I mean by that, guys, is the first thing you do is when you meet someone, it's like, hi, my name is Matt. I carry a gun. How about you? You know what I mean? Don't do stuff like that. Like, I get this stuff in the email all the time for a shirt. Like, hey, you just won your free shirt. Would you like this shirt? And it's got like a Glock on it. It says, I pack. Yeah, that's a great thing to wear out in public. I carry a gun, you know, especially if you're a concealed carry permit holder. You don't want to do that. Don't dress like you're carrying a firearm, guys. Dress like a normal person, alright? The entire point of carrying a concealed firearm is concealing it, okay? You don't want people to know you have it. Okay, the second people know that you have it, a lot of them start getting uncomfortable around you. They're just uncomfortable around people with guns. I mean, if you have friends that are gun people, no big deal. But I'm telling you, 90% of Americans just aren't very comfortable around people that carry guns, alright? So whatever you do, do not advertise, or that means don't show people, don't wear stuff in your pack, don't wear tactical clothing all the time. All right, just don't do that, guys. All right, so number 2, guys, don't Mexican carry. For crying out loud, guys, don't Mexican carry. It's the stupidest thing in the world. I saw this one video of a guy in Arizona in like a fast food line, and you know, he obviously didn't have any training or anything like that. He had his pistol in his back pocket, just sitting in the back pocket, and he's not even aware of what was going on around him. He's just standing there in the line talking to his buddy with his pistol hanging in his back pocket, not paying attention. And then Thug walks up behind him, grabs the gun, and goes. Then when he realizes his gun's gone, he's like, oh my god. Then he starts chasing the guy that just took his loaded gun away from him, guys. Don't Mexican carry. If you're carrying it, it needs to be in a holster of some sort, whether it's inside the waistband, outside the waistband, or a specialized clip specifically designed for the pistol, alright? But do not just throw it in your waistband or in your pocket, alright? Bad idea. Number 3, kind of goes along with the last one. Don't use a crappy holster, guys. There are a lot of cheap generic holsters out there, like $10, $12 holsters. You know, don't get sucked into them, guys. If you're going to invest a lot of time, if you're going to invest money into a good quality firearm for concealed carry, invest into a good quality holster too. Now, I'm not talking about going out buying yourself a $150 custom built Kydex super tactical holster. You know, I'm not talking about that. There are plenty of holster companies out there that make great holsters for you. I mean, like, my personal favorite is Alien Gear Holster. I think they make great holsters. I mean, they're good, they're affordable, and they're great. You know, like 40, 50 bucks per holster. They're designed for the pistol, and they're retention screws, so you can tighten it up and loosen it on the gun, alright? That's another one. Another good one is Galco. Galco makes a lot of custom molded leather. You know, some of them are expensive, don't get me wrong. They make a lot of custom molded leather, or like stow and go holsters, which are just you slip it onto your belt, and it's pretty good. And they're generic, but they're quality, alright? So they work for a lot of firearms, but they work well, alright? When I first started carrying a gun, guys, I was carrying it in one of those nylon Uncle Mike's holsters outside the waistband, and I was trying to conceal it by pulling the shirt over it. One thing I learned from that is, one, it's always jiggling on your belt, it sticks out way too far, and it destroys the finish of the gun, guys. So just, you know, let's try to avoid those, guys. There's good holsters out there, and then there's alright holsters out there, and then there's just crappy holsters that you just don't want anything to do with. So if you're going to invest in a good quality firearm, invest in a good holster. Alright. Do not carry in the small of your back, guys. Don't do this. This is number 4. Don't carry in the small of your back. Alright. When I first started carrying concealed, for a while, like I said, I had an open carry is what I was doing. Living in Arizona, it was legal. You could carry it open all you wanted. But when I first started actually carrying it concealed, I wasn't really too educated on it. So I'm like, well, I'll just do what they do in Hollywood. I'll put it in the small of my back. That seems like a great place for it. And you put it in the small of your back, right against your spine. Now, no matter what you do, you bend over, you stretch up, and you move the side, your shirt, no matter how long it is, how big it is going to come up over the pistol, and it's going to expose it to everyone that'll be able to see it. And another part of that, too, is this is actually documented. This is facts. A lot of police officers were carrying their backups in the small of their back. Now, in a defensive situation, you're not always going to be pulling your gun out. A lot of it's going to end up on the ground in a grappling or a fighting situation. Now, if you have a solid piece, hunk of metal, something solid, right on your spine, and you fall down on your spine, you can get seriously injured, guys. I mean, seriously injured. So just don't carry in the small of your back. It's made popular in Hollywood, but don't do it, guys. Like I said, it's just by far one of the worst places to carry a concealed firearm. Number 5, if you want to carry it concealed, avoid outside the waistband holsters. Like I said, I made this mistake when I first started doing it. So outside the waistband holsters are designed to be out, and a lot of people say they're easy to draw from and everything else. Now, if you want to conceal it, if you use any type of outside the waistband holster, no matter how much good quality of holster it is going to profile your gun. It is going to stick out. You're going to see the bumps in it. People are going to see what it is. People are going to know what it is, all right? So whatever you do, if you want to carry concealed, stick with an inside the waistband holster, guys, or they have some clips for specific models. Stick with an inside waistband holster. It's like, if you want to do outside waistband holster and it's colder out, no big deal. You have layers on, no big deal. No one's going to notice anything. But when it starts warming up, like out here, it's starting to warm up out here, and you're wearing t-shirts or whatever, if you carry an outside waistband holster, you are going to expose it. And number 6, big one, guys. Stop carrying your pistol with an unloaded chamber, guys. Just stop, all right? Pistols are very well designed. They have safety in mind when they're designed. If there's a round in the chamber, it will not go off unless you pull the trigger, all right? If you drop it, it won't go off. If you pull the trigger, it'll go off, all right? Keep a round in the chamber. A lot of people, especially people new to the firearms, are nervous about carrying it with a loaded chamber. Don't, guys. It'll be completely fine. If you ever come across a defensive situation and you have an unloaded chamber, that second that it takes when your adrenaline's going, your body doesn't quite know how to respond, especially if you don't have that specific training and constant training. Your motor functions are going to be gone. You can barely do simple movements. Now you have to pull your pistol, and the first thing that's going to come to your mind is, oh, click, 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 and it's going to click. And every second counts. Every split second counts in a defensive situation. So carry it with a loaded chamber, for crying out loud. I don't know how many security camera photos I've seen of people carrying it, and like, oh my god, and they pull their gun and click, click, and they're sitting there in that, and next thing you know, they get shot or seriously injured because they didn't carry it loaded how it's designed to be carried, guys. So stop doing that. Carry it with a loaded chamber, guys. Okay, so big one, especially for new guys. Just stop worrying about it, guys. Stop freaking out about it all the time. You know, when I first started carrying concealed, I was the same way. I was really nervous, and the first thing that was coming to my mind all the time was like, do they see it? Is it showing? Oh my god, is it a little bit short? Oh, a little bump is sticking out, guys. One thing you'll learn is 99% of Americans, and I'm not joking, 99% of Americans are not looking for someone with a gun. They are not expecting anyone to be carrying a gun. Police are not expecting someone to be carrying a gun. So they're not looking for it. The only person that it's on their mind is you, because you know you're carrying it. So just relax, guys. Take a couple breaths. You'll be fine. And for the most part, no one will even notice, guys. Okay, no big deal. All right, for me, I think this is the most important one. Mindset. All right. I did a video on this before. Mindset is the most important thing when it comes to carrying a concealed firearm. Just because you have a gun on you doesn't mean you should go down a dark alley now, alright? If you have the attitude of shoot first, ask questions later, 1, you're going to become a murderer, and 2, you're going to end up in jail, alright? Stop it with that attitude. If you're carrying a gun, you have to be a good citizen. Do not put yourself in dangerous situations. Just because you're having a gun doesn't mean that now you can be put in dangerous situations. Stop it, alright? You are supposed to be a good person that's only going to defend yourself and everyone else. Don't look for a fight. If you look for a fight, you're going to find a fight. You look for trouble, you're going to find trouble. And then you're going to end up in jail because of it. Alright guys, so I hope this video helped you guys out. So anyway guys, if you like this video, like, share, subscribe. And remember guys, it's our responsibility to take care of each other and protect each other. Peace.